Aye, these are strange times indeed. Yeah, seems Fen last time I left off in this barrel room for some reason. I don't freaking remember. Who am I? Where am I? Why am I talking on the internet? Alright, this is where I left off before with pulling somebody's chain and using it to try to get higher onto a top floor. It's absolutely despicable behavior, and that's what I'm known for. At least I'm known for saying the word despicable. Oh, there's 3 ropes. I guess they correspond to 3 different levels, even though I pulled the center one. Which is why it didn't come all the way down here. Oh, I can do math. Well, I really should explore this whole cellar first. But, well, maybe I will this time. Maybe I'll do the right thing this time. Well, I thought you ain't gonna survive hearing something. Oh, no. Hey, I'm supposed to be able to knock out peasants at any time. Alerted or not. Yeah, there you go. It may be generally easier to grab things off the waist of guys in a dark mode than it is thief, but this guy seems to be bucking that trend pretty hard. Maybe it isn't valuable. It's gotta be valuable. What? I need your loot, man. Why would you have a thing if you don't? I just love dragging him around. It's so silly looking. Sweeping the floor, swabbing the deck. Guess I'll just have to forget about that piece of valuableness. It's going to be a crying shame. Isn't that the worst word to say, crying shame? It makes everybody want to cry because they hear the word cry. It's kind of like a yawn. It's contagious when you hear and see one. I thought that was a key with legs scurrying about. I'm really starting to lose it now. More plates locked up as if they were criminals. Ah, blunt the knives, matey. Blunt the plates. Okay, well, I seem to have wandered upon some kind of fuzzy creature here. By which I mean a room. Notice, this here's the well. Do not piss near it. If caught, Lieutenant Trumbull will put you to hunting owls on the hills. You piss all you want out there until you freeze to death. Okay, we don't want to drink our own water, so therefore we'll be uncouth with the water that we do drink. Well, why am I going upwards and downwards and then they stand still? My map is just too complicated. Now I'm back here again. I seem to have walked around in a circle. Hopefully this actually leads me somewhere. That seems to be another well, or else that guy was lying. And this is actually the well, because there can only be one of them. Oh, this is the kitchen. What? Well, these things are getting slightly less insane. Okay, baby. Oh, hey, crash. Ah! You, lady. Get out of everybody's nostrils. Jeez. And you? Am I back somewhere? Well, I guess it's better than being in hell. But then, most things are. Well, I guess this is the makeshift library. Prepare for some excitement. Frobbit. Magic? Wow, that's even worse misspelling of it. You know it's going to be super black and mystical then. Okay. One disturbing rumor involving Father Grimoire is that he researched and learned to practice magic. This rumor fueled speculation that he, after his death, caused the fire that destroyed the church, and that it was his practice of magic that allowed him to appear as a ghost from time to time. Sorry, magic. There was even a rumor that the reason the brothers did not remove the church treasure when they left was that Grimoire had woven a spell around the entrance to the treasure. Breaking the spell required returning Grimoire's severed skull to him, and none of the brothers would have had the courage to do this. The Guardians. Another rumor that rose in the years following Father Grimoire's death was that, using a magic spell, he had caused an unknown number of buried brothers to rise and walk the catacombs to serve as guardians of the church treasure and the remains of their deceased brethren. During my time in the catacombs, I never once saw any evidence of this. Of course, being a member of the church, I was careful to observe certain rituals required when one enters sacred ground. Perhaps these preparations kept the Guardians at bay. The incomplete pilfering of the catacombs since the fire could be attributed to the Guardian's existence, if there were any truth to this rumor. One never knows in these matters.
Teresa, I finally saved enough to free myself from this life. I hid it in the rafters above the church altar. Nearly fell doing it. That's not how I want to leave this place. Trumbull's agreed to let me attend Saturday's execution. While everyone's watching the thief hang, I'll slip away. If something happens to me before Saturday, the purse is yours. Be careful retrieving it. I'll always remember you, me.
Oh boy, me. That guy sure is sneaky.
Teresa, Lady Isabella will be staying in the blue room on the second floor for a few days.
Another color-coded guest room. Be sure to clean the room before she arrives. Lord Sylvester did not leave it in a fit state when he left. If there's any blood left on the rug, be sure to get it out.
Teresa, I'm glad you hid my last year's wages on the windowsill in the inner courtyard. Ain't nobody but you could get up there. People with my accent say ain't right. We'll leave this place when spring comes. Love and kisses, not even saying me this time.
Teresa's journal, eh? Oh, well, that's different.
2:15. I'm in love with Hugh Welton, but it seems I've attracted the attention of 2 others. I must not encourage them, since my heart belongs to Hugh. A new maid has replaced Katrina, the poor dear who fell to her death in the northwest stairwell. Mary's her name. On her first day, I caught the Count staring longingly at her. What does he see in her? She's on the homely side, dear journal, if you ask me. And now I've spied Lieutenant Trumbull looking at Mary. Why, he's old enough to be her father. But this is not a look of desire. It's more a look of pride. Hugh has become very ill, and Wilkins doesn't know if he'll last the week. How can this have happened after I declared my love for him? Oh, dear God, don't take him from me! It's odd that he took sick right after he told me about the key he found on the bell tower stairs. He was on his way to turn it in to Lieutenant Trumbull when he crossed the Count's path in the church. The Count fell into a horrible rage when Hugh showed him the key, grabbing it and stormed into his chambers. Hugh was right glad to get out of the church with his hide intact. I hope Hugh recovers. The times we spent in his quiet places were wonderful. We would and he would show me the pages from the book in the church nave, and he would talk about Mr. Whitcomb teaching him to read. I see, that's not exactly what I was thinking when I think of visiting a quiet place with your lover. But hey, the attic above the dining room is my favorite. The room at the top of the bell tower is too cold, and the north attic above the front hall is too noisy when Afferton's rattling around below, drinking too much and arguing with the Shields. Hugh left one of the torn pages with me, saying I would find it interesting. Magic scares me, though I wish I knew enough of it to dispel Hugh's illness. Oh boy, clues in a book. Well, at least I can take it with me, so there's that. Oh, lovely, a bathroom. Boy, I sure love these rooms. Oh, come on, I'm a gamer. I don't have all day to be looking at bathrooms here. Come on, let's get to the gameplay. Come on, I'm impatient. That's a suspicious corner. It's all cut off and thus will not be accepted on smwc.net. Cook, Lady Isabella will be dining with the Count tonight. Milady's favorite dish is baked eels. There should be eels in the larder. If they're slick-looking, snake-like, ropey things, then we have eels, Mr. Whitcomb. Cook, stop using water arrows to douse the cook stove. Those are for the guards, for target practice. Oh. You can't use broadheads. Would that not be something that made slight amounts more sense? There's a guy who's going to walk here. I'm pretty sure I did not take care of him. Wow. Spooky light. Also, wow. Well, here is another instance of entering a lady's room. I like how they actually move and breathe when they sleep, unlike in Thief 1 and 2. Oh boy. This is the reading episode for Shores. Who is this? I don't know. Poor Percival. I'll miss him so. I can't believe his horse threw him. It's such a kind beast. And just when we were talking about moving away. Cook has been so kind. She says the Count expressed his sadness when hearing the news of Percival's death, and agrees I should rest abed until I feel better. So thoughtful. The Count may be kind, but he's very strange. He disappears regularly into the chapel, yet no one ever sees him emerge. We must have a nest of mice in the walls. At night I hear strange sounds like the wind whispering, or a branch scratching against a window.
Douglas! I asked the others, but no one else hears these sounds. Lomar is always checking odd corners for rats. I wonder if he could set a few traps. It might take his mind off Katrina's death. I oft find him staring at the spot where she fell. Boy, everybody dies 'cause it's the Middle Ages.
Crap! No! Damn it! Oh, mouth noises.
That's a good position. Forgot the good lady was sleeping. All my loud reading of her diaries and so forth must have woken her up. Pretty sure I didn't yet quote-unquote take care, quote-unquote, of this guy. Funny. I love the detail. You know, people hanging towels for some reason, or carpets, possibly to dry. I haven't got loot in a while, so I'm kind of hoping that I might get loot at some point. I think that would be... Oh, I'm back here now. What on earth? Okay, I'm a little confused as to where I really am. Like that genie lamp. It's good. And I guess I should probably just go back up or something. More bathrooms. Boy, oh boy. Have I even been here before? Yeah, I have. I came through some secret door in the wall. Can you listen at doors in this game? Maybe. Okay. I don't want to leave doors open in my face because people are going to see them probably.
Did I see?
Alright. I kind of want to go back into the chapel now. Because there's all kinds of funny things that I've read about. Well, what is with all these loose papers around? Jeez. End statement. There's pink outlines around it. It's weird. Whitcomb. Be sure to have the maids keep the floors and ceilings on the first and second floors clean. Dirt can harbor spiders and general filth. Trumbull's rooms are off limits, and I don't care about the barracks. The staff can clean the cellar if they feel the need, as long as they do it on their own time. Mary is the only maid I trust to clean my rooms. When she's fit again, please see that she attends to them. Cough. Oh. Teaching the guard Welton to read is taking longer than planned. Yesterday, he revealed he's been tearing pages from the church history in the nave, trying to read them in his free time. The fool! Does he not know that the Count will have his hide for desecrating that manuscript? Welton took sick this morning, and might not have long to live. I found one of the pages. Need to find the rest and restore the book before the Count finds out. Whitcomb, Lady Isabella arrives this afternoon. See, the blue room upstairs is made ready for her, and put her maid anywhere. Lady Isabella has had death threats lately, so she's bringing 2 personal guards. Keep a sharp eye. As house manager, I will have your head should anything untoward happen. And have you found Lady Carrington's amulet yet? She claims she lost it in the library. Step to it, man, or you'll be buying her a new one. 112 years after its construction, Braden Church burned. None present at the time knew how the fire started. Some said Father Grimoire's ghost, unhappy with the direction of the Brotherhood at the turn of the new century, decided to punish it. Only the chapel and catacombs were spared, all else reduced to scarred stone walls. The brothers, faced with the massive task of rebuilding and a hostile political climate, decided to dissolve the order. What remained of Braden Church was left to Grimoire's ghost and the brothers interred in the catacombs. It is rumored that the church treasure was left behind, the brothers afraid of incurring the wrath of the dead should they remove it. Acknowledgements. Much research was done to bring the history of Braden Church to light. Bishop Pike of Bridgeport Church kindly opened that church's records to me. Without his help, this history could not have been written. The Lord Regent of the Northern Provinces allowed me access to the church's ruins. In the years since the fire, the elements have scoured all from the site but the original stone walls and the chapel. Though no longer hidden, the entrance mechanism to the catacombs is still operational. Amazingly, plundering of the catacombs has been incomplete. I attribute this to stories of Father Grimoire's ghost watching over, and then it probably ends up back on some other page that I have somewhere, but, well, I think we can get the general gist. Oh, isn't that a picture from Original Thieves? That's crazy talking. What? Alrighty then, back here.
The chapel is for the Count's use only. Anyone interrupting the Count's prayers will be severely dealt with. If you wish to pray, use the church or the Build-A-Hammer.
I see. So there's a church and a chapel, and they're different, apparently, maybe. Is this a chapel? Oh. What? What? Another progress ghost? Indeed. The same one, even.
Friend, may the Master bless you in your travels. Should you find my lost skull, if you would return it to my remains, I would be eternally grateful, and you would be rewarded.
Wow, I can barely hear him. Also, he's headless, which I somehow didn't notice, so he's not really the same. Ooh. Ooh, return Father Grimoire's skull to his sarcophagus. Well, I haven't come anywhere near that yet, so oh well. Now, the thing about this is that he said there was some candle that needs to weight down a thing. Perhaps
A switch?
a sconce. Is this a sconce? I mean, maybe this isn't even the room. Well, this is the builder statue. Did people... Hey, it's all got weird lines all over. Did people drop coins here? What, man, where is this? Okay, is this his sarcophagus? Because if it is, I'm just gonna stop babbling and start dropping a skull here. Well, it looks like a sarcophagus, but I mean... there doesn't seem to be any way to get at it, unless, of course... Man, I just don't think this... yeah. Ah. Okay.
Ah. Ice statues. Do your thing.
Well, this might be taking me far, far down into the fire of the mission, which I seem to be just stampeding towards with no care in the world.
Fortunately, there's a big old Mac button up there that I can press to get a burger. And also, open a passage.
But I'm pretty cocky about the undead. I've dealt with them before in a couple of other missions, so there's obviously going to be no trouble whatsoever once I go down here, as long as I observe the proper rituals, which I have no idea what they are. Well, this is a bedroom. It doesn't quite look catacomb-ish that much on account of it having a bed and a room. I'm not trying to lockpick a chair. Good lord, man. Well, another of Hokoff's journals.
Katrina has become dangerous. I must watch my step, lest the other servants suspect my relationship with her. Katrina said she would lay all before the town magistrate if I didn't meet her demands. Foolish girl. Our late-night meetings must not become common knowledge. My love for her is waning. I let the servants attend Katrina's funeral today. Bad fortune getting drunk and falling to her death like that. I watched the new maid marry again this eve. She is so lovely. It almost hurts to cast my gaze upon her. Of all the servants over the years, I do believe she is the most wondrous. Though our stations in life could be no further apart, I know one day she'll be mine. When my great-grandfather restored the church and added on to it, his mistrust of servants and guests made him add the secret hallways. Every night, I make use of the servant hallway to watch Mary sleep. And the secret door to the Blue Room makes guest liaisons possible. Jeez. No! I've word from town that my Mary is sweet on the son of the Wailing Wolf innkeeper. I cannot let this stand. I must make a move against this idiot boy lest he take her from me. Only I'm allowed to do unspeakables to people without their consent. Trumbull refuses to deal with the boy and won't say why. I'll look elsewhere to resolve the matter. Yesterday, the innkeeper's son fell from his horse while hunting. His head hit a rock and he died instantly. Such a tragedy. I must send condolences to the innkeeper and his wife. Perhaps Cook can prepare a basket of fruit and cheeses. Being nice for no reason, Mary is inconsolable and is taken to her bed.
Whitcomb says there's nothing to be done until the girl's thoughts of the dead boy begin to fade. This is good news. She'll be in her bed for days, making it easy for me to gaze upon her. Jeez. Well, anyway. What have we here? Is this another door in the Hall of Endless Doors? Well, no. But it kind of is a thing. Oh. Oh, it's this room. You know, this room. With the note about a thing and stuff. Well, interesting. I wonder if there's a way to open that door from the other side. I wonder, but I may never know. Oh, that's there. Jeez. Well, these are just the ordinary rooms, though, right? I mean, been in here already, right? Yeah. Perhaps one of these will one day lead me somewhere I have not been a billion times. But no. Oh, what? Don't go out. I'm gonna put this candle back correctly. Except apparently not, because I can't seem to spin it at all. Oh, there we go. Probably can't place it back flat though, can you? Good enough. Is this all there is to it down here, or no? Well, I don't know if this is the catacombs. It might just be... It might just be a stop sign in the shape of a fanciful one. Well, okay then. Whoa. Well, if that ain't a frightened door sound, then I'm not the greatest Let's Player on YouTube. Make your own judgments. Oh my god, loot finally. Well. Well, there comes a haunt or some other chain rattler. Ain't no thing whatsoever. Look at this guy. He's got a pet rat. That's not scary. That's adorable. Uh-oh. Come on. I might just get away with it. Oh. I love the lighting in here. It's blood red. Like blood is a term that you might find in a badly written book that was written for a laugh. Maybe Rowan Atkinson? Oh, that's a shame. Oh, well. So, in order to block, you have to block on the right side of the swing or something. So, I managed it one time out of luck, and I look like I'm scared. Well then, this guy has an annoying route, so let's clobber him like Goggalor. Ulrich. These sound like ye old Beowulf style names. Don't know anything about Beowulf except it's some kind of Middle Ages fiction work, or perhaps a work of utter truth. But it does sound very sort of typical of the age or something, so I gotta name check it all the time for literally not much reason. I like how these locks don't take forever. Did somebody just open a door in my face? Did that haunt just open a door in my face? Because that would be Drimwithe. Well, this definitely looks like a place where somebody's remains would be. You ask my opinion. I don't know if that guy's meant to be anyone in particular, but... He clutches his chest as if he even has any innards anymore. Come on, you're a skeleton. Don't be ridiculous. Ha! Crumble into dust, my friend. Crumble into dust. These statues' texture and general shape kind of reminds me of Thief 3-ish. You know what I'm saying? Well, hopefully it was just that guy. Montagu, that sounds like Montago, which is some guy in Embracing the Enemy or freaking something. But what is this thing on the floor? It's just blood. It's... What is going on here? What? Where am I going now? That must lead back up? Or what? What? Where am I? Where am I? Okay, so I have to look for the skull of what's-his-face here and look for his remains, I guess. That was blank for some reason. Shiny skull. It is Grimoire's skull, isn't it? I mean, it has to be right, if you please. I guess this is my task. And it's not even optional. So, oh well. Hi. Look at these little buttons you gotta press. It's like... Okay. So I guess we gotta find out which order these symbols should be in, somehow. Shit, there's another haunt! God damn it, I thought I dealt with the only one. Okay, just calm down. This place may be bigger than it appears. There it lies. The android of ages past. Don't look at me, Data. Ha! Gotcha that time, but good. Grim, well, it certainly is grim. Dirty skull, shiny skull. What? Don't I have the skull? Didn't I pick the skull out of the display box, for Christ's sake? Didn't I? Why am I allowed to just carry skulls? Oh, God, what? I think one of these notes said that Grimoire, his remains were never even found or something. Because there's the special ones. This note said there were special tombs. Oh, there's a map, yeah. To Bell Tower. It's the weirdest W I've ever seen. It's more like Bell Torver. And, yeah, it's only half of it, though, anyway. 2 sarcophagi are more elaborate than the rest. Father Felson is in one and Father Dremwythe in the other. I was unable to locate Father Grimoire's sarcophagus. His remains should be easily identifiable since his skull is missing. Somewhere. I see, so I... Okay. Well, most of these aren't even open to the elements so that you can see whether their skull is missing in the first place. I mean, this guy, everything is missing. Tarrowing. No. This is going to take me back up. That other door that squeaked took me to a red staircase, so I should probably go there. Well, this is definitely a puzzle of some kind, but I don't know the clues. Unless I read about them and just forgot or something. Well, that's the Tomb of I Clavdivs. Right. Here we go. But I don't know, man. This thing I'm looking for must be Sekrat Supreme. Top secret, man. Jeez, that door was closing. I thought it was some eerie, spooky beast coming to eat me, but this just takes me back up into yonder castle or whatever. It's of no use to me whatsoever. I mean, where am I even now? Am I just back at the bell tower? Jesus. Well, I don't know what I'm doing, and this video is running a bit long, so I'm just gonna leave it here, and next time I'll figure things out. Oh man, see you guys later. Thanks for watching, and goodbye for now, my friends.